I've been on a GLP-1 for over 2 years now, and I feel like there's not a lot of people that talk about what happens after the first few months. There's all this like hype and excitement, and everyone is ready to share their journey those first few months, all the excitement, and then at some point it just gets kind of unglamorous and boring, and people stop talking about it. But I refuse to, because I am still very much in it. It's been over 2 years and I am not at my goal weight. There are a lot of people who have hit their goal weight that have started around the same time as me, and they have just been very fast responders. I am what people would call a slow responder. I'm also on a low dose, which could play a huge role in the reason why I'm a slow responder, but I definitely am not losing weight as quickly as the people around me. And because of that, even though I'm 2 years in, I am still in the thick of it. And that's really what this channel is about. We are going to dive into just really being in it, living the weight loss journey, the things that have changed, how I'm living my life now that I'm 2 years in. And I definitely think that my perspective is so different than someone who is just starting. Equally important, right? Someone just starting, someone sharing their journey, and someone like me, equally important. I think all of the stories should be shared. My biggest hope for whoever is watching this video is that you are sharing your story in some form or fashion, even with the people in your life. That still counts, that still matters. But get on social media, get out there and share your story, because every single one of our stories is important and should be shared and celebrated. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nick, and like I said, I've been on this journey for over 2 years. I started in March of 2023 at 258 pounds. My highest weight was actually 277, which means that I'm getting very close to my 100 pound down from my highest weight ever. But 258 is my official start date on GLP-1 medications back in March of 2023. I am now hovering around 183. I've gotten down to 181 and then it just bounces back up. I am so stuck right now. I just want to see the 170s so freaking bad. But at the same time, I'm not really like living for my goal weight right now. It's not what everything is circled around anymore. It's just not at the forefront of my mind. What's really at the forefront of my mind is just getting myself to a healthy place. A lot of people will ask me, well, Nikki, why don't you dose up? Just dose up and then you'll start losing the weight faster and you'll get to your goal weight a lot faster. There's a few reasons why I don't dose up, and we've talked about it in previous videos, but just to quickly go over it, I don't dose up because side effects hit me and I don't like them. But I also don't dose up because I don't want to be on these medications for the rest of my life. There are other people who will just say they're going to be on these medications forever and ever. I am not one of those people. I actually absolutely hate injecting myself. It's not the needle. I have tattoos. Like, I love needles. That's weird to say, but I love tattoos. I want to get my whole arm done. Like, it's not the needle. It's not the pain. It's just the like mental game of it. Just telling myself that I'm giving myself a medication in an injectable form just kind of freaks me out. I don't love it. It messes with my mind. I convince myself that I'm having more side effects than I actually am. And my anxiety just can't handle it very well. I do it. I push through every single week. There are many weeks where I skip my injection because I just mentally can't get there. And I convince myself that I don't need it this week, and there's a reason why I skip it, but it's all a mental game for me, and I absolutely hate it. And I know this isn't the case for other people, because my husband recently started as well in January of this year, and he could care less. He's like, it's injection day, where's our injection? And meanwhile, I'm like, don't remind me, I don't want to do it. But he could care less. Like, for him, it's any other day. It does not bother him whatsoever. And I think that's the case for a lot of people. But for me, I absolutely hate it. And I don't want to be on these medications forever. So I fully believe that if I stay at a low dose and I start to just get used to having that food noise diminished, but not maybe fully diminished, so that I am kind of fighting the food noise, but not because my food noise is pretty much gone. But I also, like, I don't want the medication to do all of the work for me. Not that it's doing all of the work for everyone, but the higher the dose, I do think that the more work it does. And I want to be able to, like, do some of the work myself because of my end game. That's the only reason, is because of my end game. If I was going to be on these medications forever, then maybe I would try to dose up. I don't want to be. I want to be able to go off of them. I want to start working out. I want to start eating more healthy. I want to do all of the things for a healthy lifestyle to where I'd be able to maintain my goal weight without these medications. And I know that's different for many people. And I've been on them for 2 years, and that's still my end goal. So I'm not like, I don't need to get off of these medications super quickly. I just know that I don't want to be on them forever. I really don't. I would prefer to not be on them at all, but it's not because of any particular reason. It's just a mind game for me. But I think the biggest differences of my life now versus my life then and before, then is before starting these medications, my entire day, my entire life relied on food. I would wake up thinking about food. I would go to bed thinking about food. I would teach thinking about food. I would snack all day long throughout the entire day. Food was just constantly on my mind. It was the forefront of my life. And then I went on these medications and the food noise went away. And I was able to start to really heal myself. I was able to stop. Like, I am a hardcore people pleaser, 100%. I let people run over me. I don't say no. I would always, and I think a lot of that had to do with my weight, and I was worried that people weren't going to like me, and I wanted everyone to like me despite the size of my body. So I would never say no. I would let people push my buttons. One of the biggest changes that has happened is that I do say no now. I am still a people pleaser, don't get me wrong. I still want people to like me, but I'm also so much faster to say no. When people push my buttons, I'm so much faster to push back. It's like I've just become such a different person when it comes to the healing parts of myself. I don't just take things as they are. I second guess things. I ask questions, and I do not let people run all over me anymore. And that's the biggest, I think, non-scale victory that has come out of this entire thing, is my confidence has grown so much that I am able to just sit with the fact that maybe someone doesn't like me. And that's okay. I don't need everybody to like me. I don't need everybody to want to be my friend. If I'm by myself, I'm perfectly happy there. I don't need just like people to like give me that validation of the fact that I'm worthy or not. I just don't need it anymore. And before starting GLP-1 medications, I absolutely needed that validation. Even from like my husband, I don't need the same validation that I needed before. And that's like mind-blowing, I think, to both of us. And in ways that are just, it's just insane. It really is. And I just don't need as much validation that I did before. That's a huge change. Also, like, I just feel like I'm more free to make decisions based off of the best thing for me. For example, like, I'm able to like stop and think about what kind of protein I can add in my diet. I'm able to get up in the morning and make a full supplement drink. I'm able to just make these choices and bring in all of these things that are just beneficial to my overall well-being that I wasn't doing 2 years ago. Honestly, I wasn't doing a year ago. A year ago, I was not taking the supplements. I was not adding in the protein. I have been able to slowly add these things in over the last 2 years. And I think that's where we can't compare our journeys. If you are just now starting out on this journey, it's going to be hard for you to compare your journey to mine, because there's been so many days where I was right where you were. It was just a long time ago, right? You're going to get to where I am, and you're going to be able to make these choices and make these changes and add in the supplements and add in the exercise, and you're going to get there, and there's no rush. I mean, It's taking me 2 years to get to this point, right? It's okay for you to take the time to get where you want to be. You don't need to rush the system. You don't need to beat the system. Just get there on your own time, in your own space. And the changes that you are going to see within yourself is going to be like mind-blowingly amazing. I promise you're going to love every single step of the journey. Enjoy the process. Enjoy where you're at. Don't try to rush it. Just live in it. And of course, like, it's not all rainbows and butterflies, right? Like, I definitely still have things that I struggle with. I struggle with getting enough protein in my day. I struggle with exercising every single day or every single week. I actually haven't exercised at all this week, but last week I exercised every single day. So it's not like I'm doing these things and showing up for myself every single day. Showing up is still difficult even 2 years in. There's no perfection, I don't think, ever on a weight loss journey, or I guess in life in general. Perfection doesn't exist. What matters is that you show up every single day with the best intentions and do your absolute best. That's all you can do. That's all you can promise yourself. And as long as you've done your absolute best, then you go to bed and you keep your head held up high. If you are on this journey and you are looking for some accountability, if you want to just join a group of women who are on this same exact path, I did just launch Her Glow Era, which is a community on Stan where we just show up for each other, we cheer each other on, and it's just a really great accountability group. I am loving being in there. It is really new. I need some people in there who are going to show up every single day, who are going to participate, who are going to introduce yourself and talk about your journeys. Every single Monday, I come out with a weekly drop of journal prompts and mindset shifts for the entire week, Monday through Sunday, for you to write down, respond to, and just have handy. It's almost like a free PDF every single Monday that you get to just really put you into the right spirit for the week. And then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I drop a particular themed post that you comment underneath, and we just get to know each other and be there for each other. And then, of course, it's an open community to where you can ask your questions, you can share your wins, you can just show up and be your authentic, true self with other women who are on this journey together. And it is geared towards women on a GLP-1 medication just because that's what I'm doing. But if you are on a weight loss journey and not necessarily taking GLP-1 medications, you absolutely can join. So if that's what you need right now, if you are looking for that, go ahead and head down to the description. I would just absolutely love to have you in there. Also, if you are looking at getting started on a GLP-1 journey, Amble Telehealth is there. It is available. They've actually just launched some bulk pricing to make GLP-1s even more affordable than they've ever been. They are the cheapest, most affordable telehealth provider for GLP-1s, period. They're amazing. And everything is personalized. You fill out a questionnaire and then the doctor will work with you to figure out which GLP-1 medication you should be on, and you will get a personalized treatment plan from them, working one-on-one with a doctor. Now is the time. If you are ready to get started on this journey, don't wait. Get set up, get signed up. Let me know if you have any questions or need any guidance. I am happy to help. And let me know how your journey is going. Let me know how your week was. Did you have a good week? Did you have a bad week? Let me know down in the comments because I can't wait to get to know you a little bit better. If you want to learn a little bit more about my journey or my story, go ahead and watch this video where I talk about my entire weight loss journey from day one. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.